I'm Yvonne Davis. My career goals are to see my short stories and novels published, to be a filmmaker, and to help people experience the multidimensional reality through multimedia so they can evolve their consciousness to what Ken Wilber and the designers of Spiral Dynamics, which is a map of human consciousness evolution, call Tier 2 Integral Consciousness. Every one of us is a work of art. Life itself is a work of art. So, why are so many people burdened by lives of quiet desperation? What could life be if every human had the opportunity to reach their full potential? In some ways, it is our duty to develop mastery in our lives and then lead by example. Humanity is at the brink of a crisis, which means we are also at the brink of a breakthrough. It's on each of us to decide where we're going from here. My name is Yvonne, and I am many things. My MFA journey began with mastery, reading the book by Robert Greene, along with Grit by Angela Duckworth. Each assignment helped me to focus and fine-tune my life's trajectory and my commitment to fulfilling my potential. In the years to come, we will look back on this moment in time and see the road we traveled. Today, I'm going to take a time machine into the future and find out what it looks like from that perspective. Yvonne Davis graduated from Full Sail University with an MFA in film production. In 2022, even before she graduated, she signed with a literary agent who found a publisher for her novel, VR, and the rest was history. Now a #1 New York Times bestseller, this science fiction series tells the story of an apocalyptic future where humans live in a virtual reality. In the attic of her home, deep in the forested mountains of Colorado, we found an old trunk filled with her journals where she wrote her long-term and short-term goals all the way back in November 2021. In her journal, she wrote, "My overarching long-term career goal is that I will make my living as a self-employed creative entrepreneur, publishing short stories and book-length projects, including my novel, VR, and producing films, videos, and documentaries." On the next page, she wrote her short-term goals, which she would accomplish in 2022. She wrote, "Obtain an agent to represent my novel, VR, with traditional publishers. Build my YouTube channel to at least 10,000 subscribers. And produce a short film or documentary that I can submit to a film festival." One of the things I had to really work with in my life was finding a way to deal with these issues. And I found that when I was doing work that I enjoyed, I was much less likely to suffer from depression or addiction or, well, it's also a way to deal with my ADD because I talked about how the two of the 7 deadly realities that I've had to deal with are boredom and flightiness because I like a lot of novelty. So I found that if I can do work that I really enjoy and that's creative and brings in a lot of novelty, fun, play, creativity, excitement, adventure, then I don't have these problems. So, I'd much rather struggle with my addiction to Netflix than an addiction to some, other stronger controlled substance. So this is my solution. And hopefully, I can contribute something meaningful. So, anyway, in terms of networking and finding a mentor, I told Jesse that if he was involved in any projects, that I would love to volunteer and just get in touch and let me know. Well, he did invite me to work as his second AC, which all of this is so new to me because even though I do YouTube, the things that he was doing were completely new to me. So he showed me how to set up his camera. And so he was mentoring me, and I could take care of the tasks that of a second AC, which is second assistant cameraman. I did the slate, and I made sure that the gear was safe. And because, they get so busy making their movie that they need someone to actually just watch the gear. So my job was simple, but it was super fun. I got to spend Saturday and Sunday helping them make a short zombie movie. And I had so much fun on this. I can't wait to do it again. We worked on it all day Saturday and all day Sunday, and it was just the funnest thing ever.
Fucking shoe fell screw rings.
Uh-huh.
You can just barely see them now. This right here, this number where it has a little circle then a line through it, 55, that is your ND filter size. So if you ever need to buy like a filter for any kind of lens, look at that little number right there, and that's what you look up.
Okay.
And that's what you go off of. Sadly, I don't have a 55. That's why I wanted to look. I have a 49, which is what I believe our little Sony's take.
One of my goals is to get an agent for my novel VR. I also use this book, Guide to Literary Agents, to find agents to query and writers' conferences to attend. I also want to learn more about social media promotion. So I bought a couple of books about Instagram marketing. I also use periodicals to learn more about the industries that I'm interested in. This is one of the top 3 periodicals for publication of science fiction and fantasy. I'm still learning so many different aspects of making a documentary. For example, I need to learn about lighting. Because my apartment is my studio, I have to learn about different placements, where I can get the best lighting, camera angles, background, so many things. And it's been quite a journey of learning. So I try out different lighting schemes to see which ones are actually giving me the best image, and also backgrounds and different camera angles and makeup, hair, clothing. It's all part of the process. And these are things that they're not automatic. You have to keep trying different things to find out what works best. Step 7 is to continually do research on film festivals that I can attend, so I can use those as networking opportunities and to learn. And so I am just doing this research in EBSCO-host to get as much information as I can on film festivals. Whenever I'm learning something, I like to spiral back to the beginning. Apply skills learned throughout the class. Utilize your presentation skills by providing a multimedia project of your mastery journey, and provide milestone goals and plan for personal development. So I have learned a lot in this class because it really pushed me to look at how I spend my time and where resistance and avoidance comes up, and to be more conscious of that, so that if I am aware and I'm observing myself very honestly, then I can see where I am resisting and going into avoidance. And I've started to practice just being quiet for a moment, like turning off all the distractions and just sitting quietly with the issue. Like, why am I avoiding this? What is it that really matters to me? And instead of just going into some kind of avoidance tactic, I can think about how I can, in a sense, merge with what I value, merge with what's important to me. And I found that just sitting quietly like that actually does bring me and the project together. So that's helping a lot, and I hope to continue to use that in the future, of just, instead of rushing immediately into avoidance and distraction, just turn off all the distractions, sit quietly with my own feelings and thoughts, ask myself, why am I going into avoidance? What would be maybe a better strategy? And if I need some downtime, that's fine, if that's the truth. But if I'm avoiding for some other reason, then just sitting quietly with it and thinking about why it matters to me helps to bring it like more into my heart and mind, so that I feel safe with it. Maybe that's it. I don't really have the words for it because this is new. I haven't used this process before, so this is new. So as I move forward and continue to do that, maybe I'll understand more about what's happening. Those were some of the skills that I learned in the class, was to be more aware of when I'm going into resistance, when I'm avoiding because maybe something feels difficult, or I might describe it as, oh, it's boring, or it's too monotonous or tedious. But that's not always true. Sometimes I'm just telling myself that for some reason. Maybe I have fear. And each time I spiral back, I will be at a higher level of knowledge and be able to see what was working and what wasn't working, and to continue to take this learning forward into the future. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this documentary.